have to let George in just a second.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hi, everybody. Ingrid's going to go let George in, and I'm going to say hey to everybody. Happy Sunday. Oh, let me make sure I've got all the stuff up. There he is. Look at the happy horse. No. Too cute.
So I have to go and get him food after we finish here
Yeah.
at that pet store that's right next to the
Oh,
cat shelter.
so there's a possibility that you maybe bring home another cat. That's amazing. Tamala, hi, how are you doing?
Hi, Tamara.
Good morning. Well, it is a slow stitch Sunday, so we are working on the projects. The long story of this is Ingrid talked me into, because she is the best enabler in the world, talked me into getting the Tula Pink Queen of Diamonds project from this past year. It was a 12-month thing that you got in quarters, so we got 3-month packages. But when I said heck yeah, I'll sign up for it, I had no idea that it was EPP. That it was English paper piecing, and I had never done. I had dabbled in English paper piecing, but it was definitely not to the skill level that, I mean, Tula Pinkett's like, she is like an EPP like
Queen.
phenom. Like, I can't even imagine. So Ingrid and I decided, well, maybe we'll start with some other projects first. So we are
Something on a
taking,
smaller scale.
yeah, exactly. A smaller, not a quilt sized project at the end. Though we were both in the group, like the Facebook group and everything, and I mean, it's gorgeous. It's going to be incredible. It may take me 70 years to complete, but it will be amazing at the end. But we're starting off smaller.
Yeah.
So I had a project called Night Song by Wyndham. And so that's the project that I'm starting with. It's this, which way am I going? Here we go. Hexagons, which is a very common shape to use in EPP. And I am using this So Tight palette to keep everything together and do a flat back. Is that what it's called? Flat back?
Yeah. This
Um,
palette is amazing.
I
Uh,
love this thing.
Mix
It's
Mixed Domestic does a phenomenal like review tutorial on it.
Yes, the best one I've found, because there are some out there, but they are not even So Tights. Their explanation of it is not that detailed.
Yeah.
So yeah, their one is really good. So we're both using the little palette. It's kidney bean shaped like a painter's palette would be, so that you can put your thumb there, which is why it's a palette, which is kind of fun. Comes in 3 different sizes. If you're just starting an EPP, I'm not saying run out and get this. I'm a gadget gal. I'm also an enabler, and so I had said I got it, and then Ingrid got it too, because why not? But you don't have to have this. I didn't have this when I was dabbling in EPP, and so it's just a new thing that I wanted to try out, and it's been pretty cool. But I'm definitely not saying run out and buy it if you've never done EPP before. Definitely don't do that.
Yeah. I
But
do like the flat back method
I do.
better than the other methods.
I
And the nice thing about this is that it's see-through.
Yeah.
So if you are doing the flat back method, you're able to line things up with the magnets and everything. So if you're doing something that is, what do you call it? Like if you're
Like
matching up patterns.
yeah, or if you have something fussy cut that you would need to make sure is going in the right direction, like I wanted this wolf head to be howling at this moon, So I knew I was making sure that it was lined up the entire time,
Yeah.
not missing like fudging angles or whatever.
And then you get to see the prettiness as you go.
That's been really fun.
Yeah.
Good morning, Robert. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Robert.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Mary.
So that's the project that I'm working on. It's a kit from Wyndham. So I'm kind of following, their little instructions. But Ingrid is ever the adventurous one and is winging it
Yeah.
and has completed the flower already, which is amazing. But
And
Ingrid,
I stopped here because I didn't know what I was doing after this point. So just before we went live, I decided to change things up again and just continue all of the different colors and make big enough panels so that I can make a bag like this um, that can hold my EPP stuff.
yeah, that's super cute and an awesome idea of how to practice the EPP part of it, but also, um, figuring out how you're going to use what you're working on for a different project.
Yeah, I'm excited because I had toyed with the idea of, do you mind if I do this?
Oh no, of course.
Oh, okay.
Share the thought process. That's great. It's going to give ideas for everybody.
So I had toyed with the idea of using, this is just a white on white. I'll take the sticker off. It's a of like appliquing it on a piece of white and then making the bag from that. And then when we were at the Pennsylvania retreat, this was on the giveaway table. And this black has, you can't really see it.
Sort of.
But it has like all of these little different colored speckles on it. And this is speckles. The speckles
Yeah, now you can see it really good. Yep.
fabric. If I put it closer.
Oh, there we go. Yes. Yeah.
So the other thought was to put this on this fabric or make additional black hexagons. But I think what I'm going to do now is use this black as the inside liner and just continue with my colors around. But I mean, it's not done yet, so I could totally change my mind 20 more times. But I just love seeing all the different colors, all the different. Because so what I have is a charm pack of the speckles fabric line. And I've just been making a bunch of different hexagon shapes out of these 5-inch, because you can get two shapes out of a 5-inch square. Then I also had a layer cake.
Oh yeah.
So I pulled the oranges from that layer cake for the
Nice.
special because I like the oranges.
Tamla was asking what size hexes we're using, and what came in the kit were the 1-inch hexagons. So I'm using 1-inch.
How do you measure them?
Across the one straight side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm using 1-inch as well.
Cool. So we're both using the same size. Mine just, that's what came in the thing. So that's what I'm using. Hi, good morning, Sally. Oh, sorry.
These were actually, all of this was in a kit from a ginger quilter. And it was a kit to make a pillow, but I didn't want to make the pillow.
Yeah. Yeah. But Sally is here. Hey there. And Lori, good morning. Oh, Lori's
Morning.
still at work. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Melissa. She's got power, but no internet. So I'm
Oh,
happy that you're able to join us for as long as you can. I'm excited to have you here
yes.
and safe and all that.
Yeah, that storm, that was rough for a lot of people. That's scary.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to add on the last of the dark and get the moon added on down here. And then all I have to do is all of the cool like geometric patterned pieces all the way around. I'm actually kind of
Oh,
happy with the progress that I've made, considering I'm really only doing this when you and I are together. Maybe a couple of, you know, couple of 20-minute stints in between.
yeah. I brought this with me to Massachusetts and to Pennsylvania, but I did nothing.
I had such good intentions in Pennsylvania of doing some slow, like going outside and sitting around the patio, maybe a fire, a fire pit fire, um, and doing some slow stitching, and it never happened. There's always so much talking to do.
There is. Absolutely. I just found a random needle stuck to this magnet. Glad I didn't poke myself.
This needle threader by Sewline has been a savior
Yeah.
because I cannot get this thread in without it.
It's so funny when you showed that, and I was like, oh, I need to get that too.
Yeah.
Because I have such a hard time sometimes. Sometimes it'll go right in, sometimes it will not. But then when I went on to Amazon to order it, Amazon told me I had already ordered it.
Silly, you have it already.
So then I had to go find it, which I did. No problem.
Yeah, that's amazing. See, me, I would have just been like, oh, Lord knows where that thing is. Ordered it because I had no idea, and then found the original one.
I was shocked that I found it as easily as I did. You've seen my sewing space. I've just got stuff everywhere. I try to stay organized, but I just keep buying stuff.
Just always something fun to buy.
George thinks that all these cat toys that have appeared since Steve came to live with us are his.
Oh, I bet.
So I'm trying to keep him away from the cat toys, which is not easy, of course.
Poor little dude. He's probably like, what do you mean I can't play with these?
You know, poor thing.
Poor, completely not spoiled little dude.
I know. Starting off is always the hardest part for me.
Starting after you haven't done it in a little while, or starting a new, adding a new hexie.
Starting a new hexie.
Yeah.
I was doing some cross stitching last night.
Oh, nice.
And I thought about sitting in my spot on the couch doing the slow stitching with you today, but with George and the cats, I didn't think that would be the best idea.
It wouldn't work very well.
No, not on camera.
You'd have George's tail in your face at all times.
Yeah, or he'd be trying to sit on my chest. I don't know why he does that.
He wants to make sure you're warm.
Wants to be as close as possible.
Yeah. That's what Lauren says about Lilu. It's like Lilu doesn't understand that I didn't birth her and she cannot climb back into my womb.
Funny.
What is everybody else up to out in YouTube land? Are you all working on something? Or are you just hanging out for the day, enjoying a beautiful Sunday? It is absolutely gorgeous outside today here in Maryland.
Does anybody else slow stitch? Is anybody else inspired to slow stitch?
Yeah. If you've never done it before, especially, that's kind of cool to hear that you've never done it before and were inspired by our insanity. Because I've discovered, while we were in Pennsylvania, I had my 4-year anniversary of being a quilter. And I've discovered the best part about quilting is, you know, initiating other people into the cult.
That's funny. I told you that story, right? When I was telling somebody that I work with about going to a quilting retreat.
Yeah.
And she thought I said a cult retreat. I don't know how she got that from quilting.
It's funny though, and it's not far from the truth.
Or that that's what she thinks that I would do. This is somebody that reports to me, so I'm like, "Ooh, what does she think of me?"
Well, she may have been shocked of you're doing a what? Because that was not who she thought you were.
Well, that's a better way of looking at it, yeah. Rather than she was not surprised.
Yeah.
I love all these colors coming together.
Yes. It's going to be a fun bag. Well, YouTube is telling me that my bit rate is higher than it needs to be. I'm like, okay, how do you fix that? I don't know. I'm giving you more information than you need. I don't know how to fix that. Come on, YouTube.
Your what rate?
It's the current bit rate is higher than recommended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Apparently higher is just as bad as lower. I don't know. I'm an IT process person, not an IT engineer. I don't understand all these things.
That's like I get asked a lot of tax questions.
Oh yeah, just because you're a finance person.
Like I deal with budgets. I don't deal with taxes.
But it's all numbers, right?
Right.
Yeah. The family is now well trained, but when I first started getting into this, I would get questions on how like to set up their network and stuff, like my internet. I'm like, no idea.
Tell them to Google it.
Right. YouTube University, like I do all these things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good morning, Johanna. Johanna's multitasking today
Nice.
on a Zoom retreat, sewing retreat, and here. Yay. I love
Okay.
that the internet does give us, and that the technology is there that gives us the opportunity to do two things at one time.
Yes. It's
Enjoy the
well,
company.
it's good and it's bad. It's bad when it comes to work and you've got somebody double dipping in meetings and not really paying attention totally.
Yeah, to either one, because yeah.
Yeah. So George is on his quest to bring his toys in here.
Oh, so we can be closer to you.
I just have to watch myself because eventually he'll have a whole pile of them and then I'll be tripping. Just stepping on, he's got uh, a moose antler,
Oh gosh.
and I stepped on it once and was so that one foot went flying forward and my other foot stayed on the rug. I thought I was going down in the splits,
Oh dear.
and I cannot do the splits. I thought just threw myself sideways. Is that going to be a wall hanging when you're done?
That's what it's supposed to be, but I kind of, well, they definitely don't give enough of the fabric, and it's like it's not just a white background, it's got stuff going on with it. So yeah, it's supposed to be a little mini quilt. It's 12 by 16, but 12 by 16 is also a pretty cool bag size.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
So I have not, I mean, and really my finishing rate is not that great. So who knows how long it'll just sit here.
Johanna says that she's new to EPP and she loves it.
That's awesome. It's nice to slow down and do something new.
There was a recent video that on Stitch in Heaven from Rob Appel where he made a bunch of hexes like this. I can't really see. Let me like this. But he used like a fusible instead of the paper, and he put right sides together and sewed along
Yeah,
very close to the edge with his sewing machine, and he's making a big quilt like that.
that's awesome. Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool because I think he wanted to do EPP, but did not want to do it by hand.
Yeah, it seems so me. Somebody else had has done machine EPP. Maybe it wasn't seem so me. I can't remember now. Possibly Cotton and Joy.
Okay.
I can't remember. But I was like, oh, because before I actually did some like slow stitch EPP, I was like, oh, that might be the only way I ever do that is to not actually hand stitch it, do it by machine.
So I talked you into that Tula project.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other surprise you got was how expensive it was.
Well, it was. I did not realize that it was 3 months worth. I thought I was getting 1 month at a time at $170 something, and I was like, "Dear Lord,
You were gonna choke me as soon as we walked out of the store. What did you get me into?
what in the world have I signed up for?" Now, 3 months of all of the patterns and the fabric and the um uh card or the card stock or whatever, that totally made sense, but I did not know that it was 3 month in increments.
Funny.
Like, this is going to be the most expensive project I've ever worked on.
Or or just collected all the stuff for.
I mean, that is true. It is Tula Pink, so really, if we never make the Queen of Diamonds and just hoard the fabric, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Well, to be honest, that's what kind of cinched me on signing up for that, because they had advertised that they were going to be using out of print fabrics in the quilt.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, to have that.
Yeah.
Johanna is sitting on the couch watching TV and slow stitching.
That is just so nice.
Yeah.
Such a lovely, and now it's still beautiful outside. We are not in the cold days yet, but I do look forward to doing that, having just something fun to watch on TV and just sitting and slow stitching.
Yeah. Yeah, the cooler fabric. I'm looking at fabric. The cooler weather is is you know so nice to just sit snuggle up on the couch.
Yeah, have some spiced apple cider going on the stove.
Nice.
The only
Makes
thing better
all
is if
life
I,
smell good.
yeah. Only thing that would make it better is if I had my dream house in the middle of the forest by on the mountain by a lake, small private lake that nobody knows about, and it's just me and my animals.
You're not asking for much.
No.
That sounds nice.
Gosh, I really do like this flat back stitching.
It looks so good. Like you don't see any of your stitches.
Yeah. Oh, oh, I have a vote going on right now for I'm planning a sew along for in January, and in the community tab here on YouTube, if you go to my community tab, you can vote for, even if you don't want to do the sew along. I'm not saying you have to do the sew along, but you can certainly vote for what we will be doing, and it'll be a sew along that'll be here on YouTube. If folks want to join me on the Zoom, that would be awesome, to be live, but they don't have to. Everybody can like hang out and just sew along with me. But there are 3 patterns that are going to be releasing November 1st that I've been busily writing, and it's really easy for me to get the the picture of what I want it to be. The writing part of it is really hard for me. I'm not very fast at that. And that's still a learning process, how to make it make the most sense. And I'm tweaking things. Hi, George. But you can go to the community tab and vote. I can show us also, I can show what the what they look like. So one of them, the one that is currently in the lead, is this one called Neon Nights. And all three of the ones that we're voting on come in 2 different sizes. So this is Neon Nights, which is really cool. And the fabric that I have for this is all cottonwood fabric. So I'm really excited to use. All 3 of these I will be making regardless of who wins. But this one is currently in the lead. And then so Neon Nights. And then here we go. This one is, so this is a traditional block that I think trying to do traditionally would break my brain, but it's called the pine burr. So I took the pine burr traditional block and FPP'd it. The Neon Nights, to explain a little bit more about Neon Nights, that's the sparkling star from our 2-color quilt challenge. That's done in FPP. And then there's another star from that block set called the Dusty Rose. So that's the 2 stars that are in that one. This is a traditional called pine burr, and did it in FPP. So I really like this one a lot. I like that it looks like it gives the illusion of circles around each of the points. That's kind of fun. I like that illusion. And then the third one, and these are all FPP patterns that I've written. So it's all FPP because it's kind of my jam. This one is, let's share this, Deco for Days. This is off of my love of all things Art Deco. And this is actually done this is shown in Rob Appel's New Worlds fabrics, and can actually be done in his Newer Worlds fabric colors as well. But that's what I'm showing this off in. And it is, this is just from one block spun different ways to make the overall mosaic kind of look, kind of like stained glass window kind of look. Pine burr is the same. It's one block spun to create that image of the different pine needles going in different directions. I really like it's one block and you get to do it over and over and over again, so you can get into like a rhythm. And then the way you lay out the block creates the overall image. That's a lot of fun to me. So that's what I've been playing with a lot lately, is one block creating something totally new when you put it together. So those are the 3.
Very nice.
Are fun, I think. Oh,
so much fun.
Johanna's saying that she voted for the first one, the Neon Nights, which is a really fun one. That was for me getting back at Sparkling Star being so spicy when we did the 2-color quilt.
Yeah. Johanna, that's the one I voted for too. Kind of liked the neon colors as well.
Yeah. Oh, and Tamla was asking, I'm liking that flat back tool you're using. So it is it's from So Tights, the EPP palette, and it comes in 3 different sizes.
This is,
yeah, there we go. Piecing palette is that the EPP piecing palette? Oh, EPP palettes. Yeah. So it's 3 different sizes in one packet. So you don't have to buy 3 separate bits. It comes, and it's a uh, really sturdy plastic.
Yeah, it is.
So I think that turned out to be a really smart buy
Yeah, and
for me.
it wasn't um super expensive. I think it was like 20 something.
Was it? Yeah, I don't remember being. I ended up getting uh some of the magnets. I got the Libs Elliott pack of magnets, but I ended up not liking them as much because they're not super strong. And I had these earth magnets, so these little dots are the ones that I use to like really hold things in place. And the earth magnet little dots stay out of the way better. The so tight magnets were getting in my way and frustrating me.
Yeah. They're super cute,
Yes.
but the little tiny magnets, and I did the same thing. I just got a packet of it's 3 different sizes of magnets, but these are super strong. Just a Amazon purchase.
Yeah. Yeah. Just on Amazon.
You're right, they do stay out of the way a bit better. If we were working with bigger pieces, those so tight magnets would be totally fine.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I voted for your quilt
Yay.
yesterday, I believe, or the day before. I can't remember.
And you said the neon light one too.
Yeah.
Good, good colors.
So are you is it just a sew along, or are you selling fabric kits or
I am not selling fabric kits. I do not have any space to store fabric that I would need to do that.
okay.
Um, so yeah, as long as the boy child lives here, there will be no shop for Shannon. But
It's selling the pattern.
selling the patterns, yeah, all 3 patterns will be available on November 1st. Um, so if the one you like doesn't win the sew along, that's not to say that I won't be doing the other 2. But all of the patterns will be available on the 1st, which is fun. I've not had so many available, at the same time. And these are ones I've been working on.
And when will the sew along start?
January 8th, Wednesday, January 8th. Because December is a crazed month.
Yes.
And I'm sure I'm not doing the Vlogmas again. That was too much. But I will do different holiday winter inspired projects throughout that month. So I don't want to add too much to my schedule.
Did you sign up for any Advent?
I did not.
I signed up for the Stitch in Heaven is doing, can't remember who the designer is, but they're doing a thing where they're coming out with a block a day in December.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm confident that I will not stay caught up. But I did really well. couple of years ago, I did 100 blocks in 100 days.
Oh yeah?
I did all of those blocks, but I haven't made them into anything. And I did the FPP version.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see. Is that Gnome Angel that does that? Can't remember now.
I don't know.
But that was a fun one. Tamala voted for the neon lights too.
Nice.
And she said that it'll be a nice winter after holiday project to work on.
Yeah, I think so. And
And
it's
Johanna is saying that hopefully I can get some of my UFOs done before then. Actually, I don't want to start a new project before I get some UFOs done. Yeah,
yep. I
I get
understand that.
I don't put those types of constraints on myself.
Yeah, I am I wouldn't have anything going if I didn't start new ones because I get so bored. I need to start something new. I'm a very fickle project maker.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that I get bored or if it's just that I want to switch to the next best thing. I don't know. Who knows? But someday I would like to finish some stuff because I've got some things that are very close to be. Oh, George just brought me the couch pillow.
An entire couch pillow.
No, like one of the throw pillows on the couch.
Oh,
Not the not the
not the
cushion.
cushion. Okay. I mean, not that he couldn't.
He could do that too. I want some attention. Usually he'll do that to me when I'm working. If I'm at my desk late at night, he'll bring me a couch pillow because he knows he's not supposed to be doing that. And he knows that I'll pay attention to him. He doesn't chew it up or anything. He just brings it over to me.
Just proudly presents it.
You a good boy? Are you a good boy? You're not really a good boy because you just brought that over to me.
Johanna says, I didn't have constraints either. That's why I have so many UFOs. Same Z's, same Z's.
Yeah. I I have never counted how many UFOs I have. But I feel like if I did, then I would probably go into some sort of shock. So I don't really want to do that.
Yeah. I think was it Kay? I think it was Kay was making a list of all of her during one of the cotton cuts ones we were doing. She talked about she was doing an inventory and then just depressed herself. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to stay away from cataloging the things I need
Yeah.
to do.
I did that with my cross stitch, but I did that more so because I wanted to keep a list of like flosses and stuff, especially the fancy floss, because that stuff gets expensive.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see like if I started something new, if I had that already in my
Yeah.
stash somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was I've got quite the Excel sheet going for those projects.
That makes sense for that reason. Yeah.
Because I'll know that I have it, but then to determine which project it's in is a whole nother story. I have issues with just collecting stuff, quilting, cross stitch, crochet.
This guy is not lining up right, and I don't know why. Hmm.
How is your 1700s quilt coming along?
It is good. I'm doing a lot of the boring ones of um ones that I've already like shown, finishing up ones from like the triangles and squares and things like that, because they're like the like really boring ones. I need to get to work on writing the patterns for like there's a ton of fleur-de-lis-esque ones, really like scrolly ones. I need to start writing those patterns, um, so that I can get those sections out. It is challenging. It's very challenging because like there's in my head 69 different um different patterns, different images. Didn't seem like all that much, but recreating 69 images from one style to another, oh, Nelly. It is a lot. It was less daunting when I was just making it FPP enough for me, like, or I was just doing like the idea of what it would look like, and then I was changing the shapes midway through, like with what I did with the lady. Like, oh, I didn't really like the way her skirt lined up, so I changed it, just in the middle of it. But I'm like, oh, but then I need to go and update that and get that ready for actual, consumption by other people. Oh,
Right. Because when you first started it, you weren't doing it for.
yeah, yeah. It was just whatever worked for my head, not what is going to work for, a majority of folks. And I wasn't even numbering things because I wasn't sure how I was going to line things up. So it's taken on more more needs, I guess. It needs more attention then. So I knew it was going to be a long project. I just then have made it a longer project. But I'm still very much enjoying it. I'm really, because the whole thought process of what would this woman think, you know, over 200 years later, that somebody is over 300 years later, somebody is still looking at her stuff and now recreating it. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Oh, Donna. Hello.
Hello, Jonna.
How are you this beautiful Sunday? Hope it's beautiful where you're at. I cannot for the life of me figure out why this does not line up.
So when I cross stitch, I have this light and a magnifier because I'm going blind, and it just makes life easier. And
Yeah.
I think like we're doing this sometimes when I get to the corners, I think that I want to pull that out, but then I'm like, it's not that detailed where I need to line the corners up that precisely.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be looking at it that closely.
Oh, Donna, that's funny. I just assumed it said CS. So that's funny. I just filled it in. Didn't even realize it said COs.
Oh, are you making up new acronyms for us?
Ooh, she just started a rope hot pad for Christmas. All
Oh,
right. And the weather is great. That's good. Oops. What will be on tap for Christmas gifts this year?
I haven't even thought about that.
I really had a lot of fun making those baskets for my family last year. That was the Mod Podge.
Oh, yes,
That was a lot of fun.
it is. Those were cool.
It is football Sunday, of course. And so first thing this morning, I came down and started a big pot of chili. And so I could smell it just simmering away on the stove.
Nice.
Yep. It is tradition that Super Bowl Sunday always has chili, but we also do it throughout the season. It's just become the thing.
That's one thing that I love about the cooler weather, as well as doing crock pot meals. Not that you can't do it other times of year, but what? It's just a needle. It's just a needle. It's not food. He acts like he hasn't eaten, although what time is it? It's almost 12, and he's probably thinking, uh, but I fed him early, but his stomach is still on a
It still feels that there's plenty of room.
yeah. Oh, nice, Donna. So she said she could do a rope tutorial in January. All of the Cheeto suckers invade Maryland.
Will you? I would love that. I have a, oh my gosh. Okay. I will be right back. I want to show you what I have.
Oh boy.
I'm very excited about this now.
Oh, thanks, Donna. You noticed the bangs? When I was in Massachusetts, I every time I'm in Massachusetts, I get my hair done by my high school friend Kathy, and I told her that I wanted bangs again. So I mean, I suppose that I've always had bangs. They were just super long because I had gone so long without getting my hair cut. And she told me the last time that I was there, got my haircut, was about a year to 4 months prior. So, but thank you. Gotta hide the enormous forehead that I have. So, gotta camouflage that.
Okay. All right.
Back.
Okay, so Ingrid, envision your vinyl, your clear vinyl, but I still have to grab some from you. Envision that,
Yeah.
and then
Ah!
it is a spool of rope. It's a rope spool. 600 feet of cotton sashing cord.
Did you know that it was going to be that big?
I had no clear understanding of what 600 feet. I thought it said 60 feet. One.
Oh, that's an extra zero.
Yeah, extra zero. Look at this spool. I am ready for January. What am I ever going to do with this much rope?
That's awesome. Well, we need a project that involves some of that vinyl as well.
Yeah, there we go. So Donna, don't bring any rope. I have the supplies for the cheetah suckers to do every rope project you could possibly think of.
Save the cat toy.
Uh, oh, this this just kills me every time I walk by it. I'm like, I'm an idiot. So there we go.
That's on. You know what? They really should post a picture of, like something that you know the size of
Right,
compared to what you're buying.
right. Because if I had any idea, I would have realized that this was not 60 feet, and I would have seen that it was 600 feet. I mean, I thought 60 feet was a little bit obsessive, but I was like, I'll make some things for friends and family. 60 feet I can use. Good grief. It is.
Donna says, "Wow."
It's 4 inches deep of cord. Bass drop, you are in the way, sir.
Gonna get poked in the butt with a needle.
Yeah, it's not clean time on the table. Boop, 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 boop. Apparently, it's a 3 boop day. So yes, I'm very excited, Donna. I'm ready for January.
That is so funny. I thought by sharing my story that you guys would learn from my mistakes to read the descriptions.
Apparently, I have to touch the fire too kind of gal.
Yeah. Yeah. And for anybody that doesn't know my vinyl story, I bought a roll of vinyl. I believe it was from Joann's, and because I was wanting to make project bags for cross stitch. So this vinyl roll is taller than I am. I had no idea that it was going to be that big. I got this enormous box in the mail. And that one of my nephews told me that there was this big box outside and that he needed help bringing it in. And I'm thinking, oh, come on, it's not that big. It was big.
It's so funny.
Yeah. And I don't even think that I've opened it yet.
I do need to dip into the collection of vinyl.
Yeah. Maybe when everyone is here in January,
Yeah.
we can divvy it up.
I even got a book on ropeable projects or like different things to do with the rope. Um, and was just so overwhelmed by how much I got. I've never even like opened the book. Base job is having a morning. He is running around like a lunatic.
Funny.
He just ran upstairs and I heard Lauren go, "Oh, hi." And then he just bolted back downstairs, jumped up onto the little breakfast nook thingy and into the kitchen and out through the little window, like pass through between the kitchen and the dining room. He is in a mood.
That's funny. Getting out some zoomies.
Yep.
So what time does football start?
This morning they're in England, so there's already a game going on.
Oh.
But usually 1 p.m. There's
What
Thursday night football, Sunday football, then Monday night football.
what team is playing in England?
I don't even remember. But
This the NFL?
uh-huh. Yep. So they have games in England and Mexico this year. Oh, Minnesota and New Jersey Jets.
Is this something new?
Not for 5 years now they've been doing England. Mexico is new ish. That's I think 2 years now.
Huh.
England has been a good amount of time. They do enjoy their American football, even though they don't like that we call it football.
Oh.
But yeah. So yeah, Thursday there'll also be some Saturday games. Uh Sunday and Monday. I love football season so much.
Are you in a fantasy thing?
Yeah. Yep. Only one this year. Only did one last year too. I'm actually playing Lauren today.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Or this week. Last week I beat Evan. So I'm 3-1.
So
Woohoo.
does the whole family play?
The one that I'm still in, it's Lauren, me, Evan, Diego, um, and we had more friends from that like that side of the family.
Yeah.
LB, our cousin by adoption, adult
Does,
adoption.
does Evan's girlfriend play as well?
No, no. Maybe she will next year, but not this year. I,
I don't understand any of that.
I don't know if she's as competitive as we are. We were playing Mario Party last night, the four of us, and I don't. Yeah, Evan and I are highly competitive, and Lauren and Autumn not so much. We are.
Always enjoyed sports, but was never very good at anything.
Mm.
So yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Um, in the middle of this crazy seven interviews for one position process right now.
Oh
Um,
my goodness, you're still interviewing for that one position?
so I had the final of my interviews last week with the HR guy, and he was talking about how they have um, all of these different teams. So that's exciting. There's a softball team. There's uh, disc, like the frisbee, disc team thing. And I
Oh
was like,
wow.
nice.
That's interesting because not a lot of companies do that anymore.
Yeah, I'd be very interested to see what companies they play against.
Yeah, that's cool. So are you thinking about joining something?
Um, I I certainly cannot play softball anymore. My knees will never allow for that. Um, but I think I would enjoy playing basketball again, and frisbee would be fun. A competitive, like, I don't know what they call it. I don't want to offend anybody that does the disc or the frisbee or whatever it's called, but I think that would be fun.
That's cool.
Lauren and I were on a skee ball team. That was a lot of fun. Frederick County does these it's adult sports. It's basically just an excuse to get together in a bar. So I've done cornhole with them. Lauren was too young to do. Uh, we did skee ball with a couple of friends from the troop. They have kickball, dodgeball, like all the fun, like
Yeah.
silly, like just get together with a group of friends and have a good time. Although the skee ball tournament was insane because there were people cheating at skee ball.
What? I didn't cheat at skee ball.
Like, who cares this much about skee ball? I mean, I am competitive. Like, I wanted to score higher every week that I was playing, so I'm competitive with myself and stuff. But it's skee ball. Like, it ain't that deep, bro. Why are you cheating at skee ball?
Okay.
Like, you've got issues.
That's just not right.
It makes no sense. And it was a bunch of like frat boys or like men who are old enough to not act like frat boys anymore, but still acted like frat boys.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, okay, so you're cheating against like housewives who wanted to get out of the house, who you were gonna beat anyway. Like I don't know. I don't understand. That kind of competitive I will never understand because that's not winning. Like
No,
would never feel good to me to win that way.
no.
If I can't win by skill, I don't want to win any other way.
Says a bit about their personality when they do stuff like that.
Oh gosh, they were so obnoxious. I mean, when somebody said, "Oh, there's a team out here that's cheating," we all knew who they were talking about. Like, we
Uh,
were like, "Oh," like we hadn't even played them yet, and we knew exactly because they played teams either before us or after us, and so we see their antics of just acting ridiculous.
yeah,
We for sure knew who it was before they even told us.
that's funny. Well, it's not funny, but goodness. I've gotten two more sewn on.
Excellent.
I have that kit that you're working on as well.
Yeah. I'm so surprised you were able to find it because this bugger's like 5 years old.
I actually have two kits.
Oh, that's right. That's right. One didn't show up and then did.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had ordered it. I found it online. I ordered it. And then they said that they were going to refund me because they didn't have it.
Yeah.
But then, so I ordered it from somebody else and received that. And then not long after, I received the first one as well.
Well, actually, if I think about doing a bag, I'll trade you the Art East Alice project for the other Night Song project, and have it be 2 panels of the bag.
That is not a fair trade. I think that the Artist project is much more, but we can chat. If you want the second one, you can have it. Because who knows when I will get started.
Yeah, I know that.
But I, of course, had to have it after seeing yours. George, did you just see him running?
Oh no.
I just let Hank in, and he comes running over like, "Hey, you want to play?" And Hank's like, "No, I
No,
don't."
I do not. Absolutely not. Oh, there we go. I saw it on the Facebook. On our live feed, everything happened while I was looking down. But when
Oh,
I
okay. Oh gosh. Yeah, absolutely. If you want that second kit,
I think that would be awesome.
yeah, that will solve your problem of,
What to do with the second side?
yeah. They must have sent the email and then found it because they never did the refund either.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise I would have said something to them.
Boy.
Just cat antics. George, George, stop it. Yeah, he's going after Buddy. Hey, Hank doesn't want to play, but Buddy will.
Does Buddy know it's playing? Or
Buddy
is
will play with him, but George just gets a little too much.
it's like for Buddy, it's no, dude, I'm really actually trying to kill you.
Buddy will end up coming out of it like soaking wet from being completely slobbered by George. Sorry. Hang on 1 second.
Sure. There we go. Oh, trade rope for vinyl, Donna. You're right. Oh my word.
Sorry. Had to rescue the cats.
Oh, I heard George getting excited. I just assumed it was the boys coming over.
Oh, no, not yet. Danny was here about 6 this
Woo.
morning. Very talkative. Just had a lot to say. So funny. He'll wait until I turn a light on to come over.
Oh, well, that's good at least.
Yeah. Oh, Donna says trade rope for vinyl.
Yep.
Yep, that's probably what we'll do as well. And Robert says, had a dog that literally used one of my kitties as for a chew toy. Oh, yeah, it's pretty much what George does. He doesn't really chew on them, I don't think. Um, but certainly slobbers on them or on Buddy. Hank will not let him get close enough for that. And the new kitty, Steve, is just uh, petrified.
Yeah.
He's getting better. Like we'll be around him. But then when George gets all excited and runs at him,
Yeah.
obviously, you know, it's Steve doesn't know how to take him yet. I knew one of the cats was in here somewhere, and
Oh, hi, Hank.
oh, you want to be right under the light?
He's such a big boy.
He is. He is a big boy. Hank the Tank, as the kids call him. Well, they've got quite a few nicknames for him. Hank the Tank. Um, his name is Captain Hank, so they also call him Captain Spank. Uh, Trying to think of the others. My brother loves to assign nicknames.
Yeah.
When we were kids, he called me Inkford. And do you remember the toy that was called the inchworm?
Yeah. Inchworm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to sing the inchworm theme song, but instead of saying inchworm, he would say Inkford.
Yeah.
Hey, hey. Donna says hi.
Oh. All right, Donna. And dinner is here. Have an
Oh,
awesome Sunday dinner.
have a great dinner, Donna. When you come in January, I hope that you'll be bringing some more of that. What the heck was that called? Rice pudding? Is
Oh my gosh.
that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. But oh, or whatever else Dorito dude wants to make.
That it was amazing. I had never had it before.
Oh.
Oni, very good cook.
Robert says the kitten, or the cat never got much bigger than a kitten. So the dog thought
Oh,
it was a toy.
yeah. I raised big ones here apparently because Buddy is from a litter. It was three kittens. My brother kept two of them, and I got Buddy. And Buddy is so much bigger than my brother's two kittens, and they were all from the same litter.
Yeah.
So there's he says, I don't know what you're doing over there, but
Well, especially when it comes to cats, there's no telling who the father was. So the dad could have been different than the dads of the other ones.
it's true. Yeah. Oh, so George could literally be part kangaroo
This is true. And Pony.
and pony. Yes.
When Lauren and I came over, I thought he was going to hop over the fence.
What's that?
When Lauren and I came over, I
Yeah.
thought he was going to hop over the fence.
He could. Good. But he hasn't, not yet.
Yeah.
He will, you know how my couch is situated in the lower.
Yeah.
He has leapt over
Oh yeah.
the back of the couch, like and like completely missed the seat and just all the way over.
He's insane.
Yeah.
Jeannie,
Hi,
hello.
Judy. Yeah, he's got some skills in those areas. Hank is purring it up over here,
No.
sitting on all the fabric.
I've got 3 of 5 cats sitting at the back door watching the squirrels.
There he is. Hey.
Oh, but look at how happy he is. I call all cats buddy, and then I'm like, oh wait, but you have a buddy, so that's very confusing.
His buddy's right here. What's she doing? He's coming up too, but he found the cat toy that I saved from George earlier. Uh-oh. George. So are your cats sitting there for a reason? Are they looking for treats or something?
Oh, they're watching the squirrels in the backyard,
You said that.
contemplating how they'll catch them through the window.
They don't ever go outside, right?
No. Well, we have um like harness and leash and stuff for them. So they've been outside, just they're not free roamers.
Yeah. Oh, George.
Uh-oh.
Go. He was watching Buddy play with the little mouse. And then as soon as he saw his chance, he scooped it and grabbed it. Stinker.
Lilu doesn't do that with the cat toys, but she does do that to Sadie. She waits for Sadie to be done playing with the thing she wants, or not to be done playing with it, but to be distracted by something else,
Yeah.
and then swoops in and takes it. And then Sadie comes back and is like, "Where did it go?"
All right, I've got to make up some more hexies. What you doing? Hank is going to help me.
No.
This one. This is the hard part.
What's that?
Picking colors.
Oh yeah.
Here, you want this? That little mouse has catnip in it.
Does George enjoy catnip?
Apparently, there's such thing as dog nip.
Getting big and unwieldy now.
Your your piece.
Yeah. Just gotta move it around the palette
Steve.
so I find the right spot. Oh, look how big he is.
He's getting so big. Hi, puppy.
Oh, little man.
He's like, I don't know what's going on over here. Took off away.
Oh, wow. He is gotten bigger.
Yeah, he's growing fast. Yeah, so he has made strides with George because typically he didn't want to be, at first, he didn't want to be this close to George.
Oh, yeah.
But what's going on? Oh, look at you. Sorry. Had to have him make an appearance.
Love it. There's always time for animal showing off. It's my favorite part of any fair.
Oh, the animals.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
tied for the food. Do enjoy fair food.
Yeah. So how do you make your chili?
So because Evan doesn't like beans, and traditionally speaking, chili does not have beans. Um, I will do beans separately on the side. Um, but I usually for us for just doing this, I usually just do a like a ground beef chili. Um, like in competitions, I would cube a chuck or something,
Nice. Yep.
but just for the house, it's just ground beef, onion, lots of seasoning, cumin, chili powder, chipotle powder. Um, my sister-in-law gave me an awesome cheat where if I don't feel like building a sauce, uh, she would do a jar of salsa and a jar of marinara
Oh, okay.
and do it that way rather than building like all of those flavors separately.
Yeah.
So that's always good for a nice quick one. Um, the one where I'll do the cube steak, like cube chuck or whatever, cube meat. Always a Guinness is involved. Nice dark beer.
Oh,
One
okay.
year, at a we there was a chili competition with the uh, brother-in-law and sister-in-law. The sister-in-law like to do the salsa cheat. One year, the winner was actually a vegetarian chili. It was like an Indian split pea, like a dal uh, chili, and I really loved that. So I've done that recipe a couple times too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I really like if I'm going to do a ground meat one. I really like the meat to be like really small. I don't like it in big chunks. So
Yeah.
I will grind it so it's really small.
And then does it slow cook all day?
Yeah, then I'll just have it on the stove for whenever anybody's ready. And then so I'm a big lover of chili mac, which is chili over spaghetti noodles. But I'll also do rice and cornbread. Um, so that's always a fun one. like side for it. I usually top chili with uh like a shredded cheese, sour cream, more raw onion. I like raw onion on it. Um, but then sometimes it's just the chili and some rice, or chili and some noodles, and I don't even top it with anything.
Cheese?
Hmm?
You use cheese? You put cheese on your
Yeah, yeah. If I'm doing toppings, cheese, sour cream, onion, yeah. But sometimes I just don't even top it with anything. Done a lot of Texas chili. I want to do a Cincinnati red. I haven't done a Cincinnati red. That was my favorite when I would go. There's a chili restaurant called Hard Times. I'm not sure if Frederick still has it. I think Rockville lost theirs. And they did a really good Cincinnati red.
what is
But I
that?
have uh just a different kind of chili, the way they make it. It would have peanuts in it. Mm. So just the different kinds of chili.
Gotcha.
That's at the Hard Times is where I learned about like the chili mac, doing so the chili over the spaghetti noodles, and then you crumble your cornbread on into it. That was awesome.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I love cornbread.
Yeah.
My
I
stepdad
am.
used to make a cornbread that he would have a cinnamon sugar.
Oh,
Like
that was gonna be my question. Do you like sweet cornbread or corny cornbread?
with my candy addiction, that should just be given. Everything is on the sweet side.
I think my favorite type of sweet corn, kind of cornbready, but is like it's a kind of like a corn souffle. The Mexican restaurant I worked in as a teenager served it on the side. It was so creamy and so good. Oh, loved it. Loved it. But for the most part, for like a meal, I like the cornbread that my grandmother always used to make, which was very savory. It wasn't no sugar in it, no nothing like that. It was a platform for getting soupy beans to your face. And that's very Appalachian, but yeah, that's and then every night my grandfather would crumble up a piece of that night's dinner's cornbread, crumble it into buttermilk, and that would be his dessert.
So like a bread pudding.
Yeah, yeah. But he would just have his cup of buttermilk. He would crumble his cornbread into it, and he would eat it with a spoon. And that was his nightly ritual every night.
Oh my gosh, love it.
Also very Appalachian. That's or Southern, but they were Appalachian. So
Now that I have a game plan here, I can get more of these pixies done up.
Oh yeah. Now you can just kind of go wild. You don't even have to worry so much about like what color to do next because you'll just be able to use them all.
Yeah, there's still a lot of worrying going on though. But I don't want to have one that's too close. It can't have the yellow too close to an already yellow there, you know?
It's true.
So, here we go. Oh boy.
All the dark is on now. Now I'm working on the all of these go around the outside.
That gray?
It's a light green.
Oh, it's green. It
Yeah.
looks.
It's definitely a gray green, but it's greener here. I can
Oh,
tell.
and it has texture on it. Okay, I see that now.
Yeah. Yeah, a little like geometric shapes in it.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll work on the days that I'm with my friend or I'm adult sitting. I'll work on getting the rest of these added. So then next slow stitch Sunday, I can work on actually placing the panel onto the background. And for that, I'm going to machine stitch it down.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you what kind of process you're gonna use.
Yeah, I think I might use the monofilament
Oh, okay. So,
um, to stitch it down. And then, I want to stitch like in the ditch to completely attach it.
yeah,
And then I want to do with that floss that I got, my friends got when they were in Maine. I want to do the big stitch echoing
gotcha.
because I think that'll be awesome to see and see how I do. I've never done that before, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, there's lots of tutorials and different types of stitches that you can use.
Well, this just looks like big running stitch, so that'll make it easier.
Yeah.
And even in the picture, like you can see that they're not perfect. Like part of it, they're way too close to the hexie, and then up here they're like much further away. So it's nice that the official picture shows you don't have to be quite so anal about it. Woo, I'm excited.
Very cool.
Yeah, but I can't even believe it's already 12:45. Oh, Robert was giving us his cheat chili with tomato paste, tomatoes, chili powder, and onions. But his personal chili recipe takes 3 days to make. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
those are the good ones, the ones that like steep and sit
That,
on the stove for days. That's good stuff. But I wanted to talk about what's going to come up the rest of this month. Uh, I am going to be working on a legit kit thing that is actually out for pre-sale now, and I can put the information in the comments here in a second. But I've been working on BJ the Blue Jay, which is the original size, and been working on that really last year, not so much this year, or maybe it was earlier this year. And I was switching out some Kona sheen for some of the bits of the Blue Jay, and they've come out with the mini BJ the Blue Jay, so mini Blue Jay. I'm gonna start a series, and I'll be working on that this Sundays in October, for prepping all the fabric for this, getting it all ready. And then November Sundays, I'm going to do a sew along with this. So I'll put a link to the actual pre-sale for the pattern, which will be shipping soon. It's going to be, full disclosure, it's going to be an affiliate link, but then on November we'll be able to sew that together on Sundays.
Very cool. Do you know what the price point is?
The kit with all of the fabric is $79.99 pre-sale, I think.
Okay.
Which is not too bad.
No.
Let me get the link. So I think that's going to be fun to do. This is very much, it is only 40 colors. It is 226 pieces, but in the test sewing, it's detailed but not difficult, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Which is nice.
So not like your mini rose.
Exactly. Yeah. The three dot ones are the more difficult, and the smaller you get, the more detailed they get. So it is more detailed, but this is supposed to, it's for the classes, so it's definitely more friendly, beginner friendly, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is nice. There we go.
Hank left some of his cat glitter over here on the fabric.
Where we go. So this will be fun. It's, yep, $79, not even $79.99, $79. Usually $149. But the pre-order,
a good discount for,
yeah, pre-order is half, basically.
Yeah.
Almost half. But yeah, pretty good deep discount for the pre-order. You get all of the fabric that you need. So all of the 40 colors are in the kit. And all the paper comes in the kit. And you'll get a sticker and you'll get a magnet, which is always fun. I love the swag.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be a good one. Not too difficult. And the test sewing has been going well, so
Good.
always nice. That will be a November sew.
Fun.
Yeah. Also, don't forget to go to the community tab on my YouTube channel here when we're all finished, and vote for your favorite FPP project. So I'm going to be doing a sew along of whatever project wins. Voting goes through all of October. Whatever project wins, we'll be doing a sew along here on YouTube. You can join in on the Zoom if you are comfortable doing that, or you can just hang out over YouTube. But we're going to be sewing along with that winning project in January, starting January 8th. It'll be a Wednesday night. So, and then the patterns, all three of those patterns release November 1st. And they are written. I wrote them. Woohoo! And I'm sure I will sew up the other ones. All three of them come in two different sizes. A couple of them come in a throw and a large throw and a wall hanging, or the one comes in a small throw and a quilt size. So there's a couple of different sizes for each pattern. Obviously, you can, because they're all basically built from like one block kind of things, or like Neon Nights is two different blocks. You can make as much as you'd want, but I'm providing the fabric information, like how much fabric you would need for each one for those two sizes, not for every size you could possibly do. But seeing that one is a smaller one and then one is a larger one, you can kind of guesstimate between, those two sizes, how much you would need to up it to whatever size or make it smaller. But yeah, I'm excited about those. I am kind of excited about the pattern writing or the pattern creating part of it. Like, I feel like I'm getting more and more daring with what I'm trying to do. And we had talked one of the last times I was on live about doing ones that aren't just right angles, that kind of thing, making a little bit more of a brain bender pattern. And I think these three are definitely that. It's going to be, especially that sparkling star. Ooh, I can't wait to make that.
Yeah, that's an awesome one.
That was a challenge, traditionally pieced. So I'm excited about making it an FPP and showing it who's boss.
Nice.
Because it definitely owned me traditionally piecing it. Oh,
that was tough. That was a tough one.
Yeah,
but it was fun.
It's a beautiful block, and now that it's in the top, you would not be able to tell that I struggled as much as I did, and I actually had to give in and become a pinner to get that bad boy done. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the FPP part of it. So, and I already have all of the cotton or cherry wood fabrics, not the cotton, all the cherry wood fabrics already for it. So I'm ready for that one if that one does win. I will.
So, did you, in your pattern, are you going to be out detailing which fabrics you're using, like what the colors are?
Yeah. So I did with the Deco for Days and with the Neon Nights, I had very specific fabric in mind of like textured kind. For the Pine Burr one, the Pine Burr reboot, I was really looking for it to be solids. So I was thinking more of Bella solids for that than textured. But I will list, like, that's the fabric I had in mind. That's what's pictured in them. They're all pictured in specific fabrics.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see what else. So this week so the summer and the beginning and the summer and September and October have been a challenge for me this year. There's been challenging times this year, but I'm hoping, and the goal is for this Wednesday to get maybe not specifically on the 1718 coverlet, like just specifically about the coverlet, but show what I have been doing for that, and then kind of get back into more of a like a vlog style of what's happening, what we've been doing, maybe tackle a small project on Wednesdays. There are plenty of little projects. I am addicted to watching people making little things on Instagram, like quick little projects. So maybe I'll start doing that for my Thursday morning vlog podcast thing. But yeah, the goal is to be back up and doing that regularly again. Get stuff settled and into the routine again. And then yeah, this coming up Sunday will be the fabric prep. So I'm going to show how I prep all of the blocks. I'm just going to cut all of the fabric for the whole thing so that it's ready to go in November for the November Sunday sews. So that is the plan. Ingrid, what you got going on for the next couple of weeks?
Well, after we get off of here, I'm going to the pet store to get dog food. And I'm not coming home with another cat.
There we go. There we go.
Other than that, work.
Work and work and work. Yeah. Are you going to try to work some more cross stitching when you have some downtime, or will you work on your panel for the bag at all, do you think?
Yeah, so I want to get, what I've just been doing here is I've just been doing a bunch of the hexies. I want to get a bunch of these situated, but yeah, and I'm working on cross stitch as well. I pulled that out last night. That went to Massachusetts with me as well, and I worked on it once, I think. My daughter had me quite busy doing stuff.
Fun.
There was one day that both her and my mom were at work, and I had some time to myself. And I had my work computer with me, but I was very proud of myself for not pulling it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm impressed because I did not think you'd be able to do that.
My boss apparently had taken out what do you call it? Bets.
On if you'd be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, nothing.
Thank you, Robert. You have an awesome day too. All right. Well, everybody, happy Sunday. Have a safe weekend, the rest of the weekend, and a wonderful week. I look forward to sharing time with you some more this week and see you again live next Sunday. Ingrid, as always, thank you so much for agreeing to slow stitch on Sundays with me. I really love the being able to slow down and do something, a little more hands-on and something I never thought I would get into.
Sorry.
Bye, Tamala. All right, everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Bye, guys.